The important thing to bear in mind is, like Rinpoche said, in the beginning itself, to know your own capability and capacity as well.
Yeah.
Western saying that came to mind is to not bite more than you can chew.
Yes, right.
Yes. And Rinpoche, anything else?
Our problem in the society, not only in Bhutan, other countries too, because there are different concepts. So many of them think that they are practitioners in the retreat. They are practitioners in the Sheda,
Yes.
in the Tatsang. So we are lay people. So we cannot do like, as much as the lums and the chips, they do practice.
Yes.
So sometimes they even think that I'm not allowed to do that,
Yes.
because they regard themselves as a very low class. So that but this is the biggest problem for the practitioners,
Yes.
because the Buddha has given all his teaching equally, genderless. And so therefore we have to study. Number one, study is very important. Then the number two, contemplation is very important. With this study and the contemplation, that helps you to lead to the practice of the meditation. Many of us sometimes think that, okay, I can go straightly into the practice of meditation. So I meet up meditators and then get the teachings about meditation. But then you cannot complete this practice. So therefore, everybody should study more, read a book of the teachings and the instructions. So it helps you open your mind, and then you will be very joyful to do practices of rest of like taking bodhisattva vow, and as well as taking the vajrayana, the vows, and then practicing into. Then you feel much more joyful and more relaxed. So into that. So therefore, Lojong is nothing special, something like a profound and a difficult subject. Lojong is the most simple and the most direct and the most easy practice if you really pay attention or attentively practice it. So therefore, it's especially the Lojong practice are much suitable in the modern society. The people who have difficulties in their mind, being busy, being stressful, being depressed. So I can give you one example. Last time when I was in Belgium, there was a young guy who is a very nice person, but a big problem because of these drugs, and then so many problems. So the parents really suffered because of his attitude. Then eventually they brought him to the psychiatrist and the psychologist, and all kinds of their methods. They did try their best, but failed. So one seminar we call the summer camp, 2 weeks program, teaching about this kind of Lojong, general and the particular, for 2 weeks. So the parents brought him to this place, and then he attended. So he attended and he participated in our teaching. So 1 or 2 years after that, so the parents really so appreciated, because this guy becomes so nice person, and in fact he teach to the parents how should do practice for Lojong. And the parents in fact is very much Christian background, and he himself become Buddhist. But then after a few years, the parents become also Buddhist, because they digest very well the practice of the Lojong, not only theoretically, intellectually understand, because they put practice into their own problem, the life problem. They have a problem, so they bring the practice into their problem. So mingle it, then experience, they are able to overcome their problem through the practice of this Lojong. This is, so see, everybody can do that. If you could do that, if he could do that, everybody can do that. But the only problem is the lack of a guideline, lack of an instructor, and the lack of a continuity of practice. So that's how we failed to achieve the practice of Lojong. So then later the mind training is become just a very lonely word. Mind training, but nobody does it, right? So there is no benefit.